Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Ultra Bros, episode number 12.
12.
Coming to you live from a different location again this time. So, this is my brother's room, but he's got the awesome camera, so we're using him. And he's got this sick mic. So,
And we got some good lighting going on.
yeah, we got these awesome lights, so we're pretty excited to be on episode 12. A big accomplishment, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Not even half a year, but it feels like it.
When did we start? What, like April or something like that?
March or April, I think.
Yeah, that was when our first one was. We've gotten better though.
Yeah. So I think today what we're going to try to cover is the Apple Watch. We're going to try to talk a little bit about that. The ideal weight for the ideal diet for ultra athletes or just athletes in general. And then we got a video that we'll post down below, and we'll probably talk about. It's an interview if you want to take it.
Yeah, it's an interview that TWC News in Austin. It's a high school Blitz interview, so like a short interview that was posted to YouTube. That's got 6 million views already, 37,000 likes. And so it's a very motivational interview that was done. The person who got interviewed was a football player, and his name is Apollos Hester. So we'll post the link down in the description, but we'll talk about just the inspiration that he gave. So
Cool.
So yeah, that sounds like about it. You want to just give a quick update on training and stuff like that, and then we can go into our main topics.
Yeah, training, I picked it up a lot lately. This week I'll probably hit, I think, 39 miles. If you guys have been following my other channel, I talk about it more in depth, but about 39 miles, and the last week I did like 32, 33, so I'm trying to get to 100 miles a week and then go for a 24-hour race, so hopefully I can do that. Wish me luck down in the comments, and I appreciate you guys' encouragement. Mm-hmm. What about you?
Yeah, for me, I haven't been training as much, but I've been racing, so I've been doing pretty good in my races. Last weekend I had a race at Mission Bay Park in San Diego, the SDSU Aztec Invite, and it wasn't my best 8K race ever, but my best this season. I think I got like 33 minutes, but the course was long. The course was 5.15 miles. If you know anything about that, 8Ks are 4.98 something, so it was almost like a quarter mile longer than it should have been, which added an extra minute or a minute and a half to my time. So I probably would have gotten like a 31:30 or a 32 minute for my 8K, which is pretty good. So this year I'm actually looking to beat 30 minutes, hoping and praying. So hopefully when I race at a course that I normally have raced at before, this year I haven't raced at any courses that I raced at last year yet. So it's kind of difficult when you've never raced at somewhere. So hopefully I'll break 30 this year. But training wise, right now this year we're not doing a whole lot of like long distance training. But Tuesday we did a longer trail run. So we did a lot of hill work and stuff like that. So that was pretty fun to get out on the trails again and just do some hill work stuff, which helps out a lot with cross country because most cross country courses have at least one, if not two, hills in them, and those could be varying in how distance and whatnot. So hill training is great for cross country because it helps you to just stay quick and push up those hills as fast as you can. So that's kind of like what I've been doing for the last week or two. But I have 2-week breaks, so I'm hoping to spend these 2 weeks getting ready for the end of my season. I have 4 races left, so I'll have this weekend off, this Saturday off, and then next Saturday off, and then after that I have 4 weekends in a row that I race. So it'll be pretty fun to just bang out 4 races in the season, and then my championship will be on November 8th. So that'll be fun. Cool. And then I don't know what's coming up after that. If I'm going to do a marathon, I'll definitely be doing the Operation Jack marathon in December for sure. Lord willing, everything goes as planned. I'll be up there.
Yeah.
And then before that, I'll probably do a bunch of 5Ks between then, if I have the money, between the end of my season and Operation Jack, just to have fun and whatnot. So
Cool.
yeah. So I've just been training good. I mean, just staying busy.
Yeah.
But
Staying consistent, pretty much.
so, the ideal diet for ultra athletes. What do you think the ideal diet for ultra athletes is, Keith?
I mean, for me, I can't speak for everybody, but personally, for me, what I've seen worked is usually high carb diet. This is what's worked for me. For other people, it may be different, but I can give you based upon personal experience. So I would say high carb diet. I don't eat a lot of salt, so I would say a high carb diet with no salt or very minimal salt, or no added salt basically, and just like pretty much if you're getting like sodium from like celery or coconut water, or because fruits and vegetables have it in it, and greens. So like I would say if you're getting sodium from that, then that's all right. But no putting like table salt or Himalayan pink salt or sea salt on anything. Or like using like pasta salt or pasta sauce with that already has salt in it, I would say that's a no-go. So yeah, that's what I would say. Whether you want to eat, for me personally, I perform better on just fruits. That's what works best for me. So for the last like 3 weeks, I haven't ate anything but just fruits and vegetables and a little bit of nuts and seeds here and there. So it's been working for me for the past like 3 weeks, and I've been doing high carb lifestyle for what, a year now or something. So that's what I would say works the best. I've seen a lot of other people succeed on that kind of diet. So
now, do you think when you're training more, for instance, like people that are training 50 to 100 miles a week, do you think adding more salt and fat into your diet is going to help you to be more successful than just training on fruits and vegetables, considering, or even adding like not necessarily like cooked carbohydrates like pasta and rice, but adding like simple sugars like not like white sugar, but like something that's going to be cooked, like for instance like grape juice or like orange juice that's like maybe not from like, or even something like Gatorade or something like that that's not considerably like high in salt, but like, do you think that would be better, or do you think like just training on just fruits and vegetables?
I honestly think for my personal experience, I drink pasteurized orange juice and stuff like that, and pasteurized grape juice and apple juice. Actually, that's my like go-to. Is apple juice right now. So I really enjoy that stuff post workout, or a banana. But I would say definitely like when you start getting up like 50, 100 miles, when you start getting up, I would say more around 100 miles. 50 miles is pretty manageable on like a normal, like you don't have to change your diet a whole lot, I would say. But when you start getting up to 100 miles, you got to start eating more calories a day, or else your body's just going to break down and you're going to get hurt. So I would say, yeah, you have to do what works, whether that's, which is most likely going to be eating more. And quite frankly, like, it's already hard enough for me to eat like 3 smoothies a day, which is about 3,000 calories. So yeah, I would say like you definitely have to start either like adding some sugar, like either in the form of like juice, or in the form of, I don't necessarily like Gatorade because it has added salt, but if that's your like go-to sugar drink, I would say I don't really see a whole lot wrong in it, but it's not my like ideal drink. I would say grape juice or coconut water. If you want electrolytes, coconut water is probably the best. But if you're looking for that sugar rush, grape juice, apple juice. Don't do orange juice before you run because it will really mess up your stomach. But after you run is all right. So yeah, I would say you definitely have to eat more.
Try to keep it carb though.
Yeah, definitely. I know for me, since I've been doing like, it's called MAF training, I would say it's all right for you to eat a little bit more fat, but like I've still been like 80-10-10, so 80% carbohydrates, 10% fat, 10% protein, pretty much the whole week. And usually, like most days, I'll just come home and have another fruit smoothie. So like usually I'm 9-5-5. But like honestly, I feel like it's the same way if I eat like maybe like 75. 15-5 or whatever it is, or 15-10, like I feel just as good as I do eating like 80-10-10 or 9-5-5. Like I don't feel like a whole lot different. So, and actually some days I find myself when I'm on a run, like I'm on a run and I'm like, wow, like I want to get home and I want to eat a salad with like some like dressing or some like a cashew like cheese on it or whatever, a cashew like cream sauce or whatever on it. So like I don't know, I just kind of eat what I crave. And most of the time it's fruit. Like in the mornings it's fruit, and for lunch it's fruit, and for dinner you might be fruit. Like I sometimes, like I get finished with a run, I just start eating bananas, and I'm like, I don't want to eat anything else.
Right.
Not to sound weird or anything, but that's kind of the way it is.
Yeah, it seems like that. Eating a lot of fruit, especially on and I know you just feed your body what's good for you, and it seems like it just works a lot when you're eating, especially from running that 100K. Well, it's only 50K that we made, but from doing that and pretty much doing the whole race on just fruit, like you just feel a lot better. I mean, you don't have this like upset stomach. You don't get these weird cramps in your stomach, side stitches and whatnot, because you're just feeding your body what it's naturally supposed to take in. So
yeah,
I mean that's what I basically do too, except like I did watch a video the other day. It was from the Bananiac on YouTube. It was this girl. The video title was Paleo Advocate Denise Minger is. Hold on one second. Paleo Advocate Denise Minger admitting vegan diet is healthy. Basically, like the video went through and like she, it was from like the 1940s, I think. This guy Walter Kempner, he gave a diet to like these overweight people. Basically, they like 1,400 calories to 1,500 calories of rice a day, somewhere around there, of just white rice, basically, and then they were able to eat unlimited fruit, calories, unlimited sugar of any kind. So that's white, like processed to the max, refined sugar, or like other sugar. They would eat unlimited of that, and then no oil, no salt, basically. So their fat and salt intake was super low, and they all lost weight. They all got rid of their diabetes or any like other health-related disease that they had. And he even said in one of his like quotes that people like write down and whatnot is like, even if they added like a tablespoon of oil to their diet, that their diabetes would come back and whatnot. So it's just very interesting to see that, and how important dieting is, especially for just anybody. But I think a lot of what it is for ultra athletes and anybody that runs a lot is we just kind of go like, we run so we can do whatever the heck we want.
Yeah.
Which is true to an extent, but like, don't you want to be better at your sport? Like, don't you want to be even that much better? Because having a healthy diet's going to make you that much better. I mean, if you can run 25 miles a week, you can run half the amount that you run now and have a better diet and perform just as well. Like, what happens when you start running, when you keep on running as much as you're running and have a better diet and you perform way better? I mean, especially with me, like, I've literally trained less than 200 miles this year. I don't know about now if that's true, but probably around 200 miles, and I'm just as fast right now as I was last year at this point. Give or take like a minute on like an 8K or whatever, or a 6-mile run, but on any given day, depending on the course, like I could be where I was last year. Like my 5K times are still exactly the same, and I haven't trained a lot, but my diet's been a lot healthier than it was in the past. So I just thought it was very interesting to watch that video. So I mean, it's cool just to see like what other people's thoughts and ideas are on things. So I mean, because obviously there is a lot of people that are doing like paleo diet and like stuff like that, and they run ultras or they do a higher fat like ketosis, ketogenic diet, and they are very good at it. But like everybody, like I haven't seen an athlete that doesn't go to carbs, like whether that's Gatorade, Powerade, like Coke, some fruit juice, Coca-Cola, like 7-Up, like whatever it is, like dates, like some fruit, like some type of sugary drink that they go to when they're running the race, they're doing the long runs, like they go to them because that's what our body runs on. Like, so I mean, regardless of what you think is right, like there's still some emphasis that you can put on taking in carbohydrates and keeping your oil, your salt, and your fat content really low. So that's kind of what I do. Normally, like I keep a raw till 4 diet, so breakfast and lunch is always fruit. Breakfast, because I'm so busy, like I'm always busy, like Monday through Friday, I'm busy from like 6 a.m. to like 7 every day, so like I don't have a whole lot of time to like prepare my food, so I can't like make this nice like breakfast like with like peaches or like apples or whatever. I have to like bring a smoothie. So like breakfast like is always like a banana smoothie like every day. Like anywhere between like 8 to 10 bananas. Usually I'll add sugar to it just to give it a little sweetness to it. And then lunch is always dates, and I try to take in about 1,000 calories of dates every day, and I usually fill it up to like 1.5 liters. So like 1.5 liters of water with the dates for lunch. I put a little bit of water with the bananas too, but it's not a lot. And the reason why I have the dates for lunch instead of bananas is because dates keep longer. Bananas would probably not taste as good by the time lunch comes around because I make both my smoothies in the morning. And then dinner time I usually eat a high carb meal. Recently I've been eating a lot of pasta with pasta sauce that has like a lot of sodium in it. But after watching this video, I'm going to try it after I finish off. I'm not going to throw away that pasta sauce and whatnot, but after I finish that, I'll try to like just eat really low in salt. So if I'm going to buy pasta sauce, I'll buy stuff without sodium in it, or I'll make my own, just so I can keep my sodium really low, because I know my fat's already really low. I don't eat fat at all, like no oil, no fat really, like unless it's in the pasta sauce, which isn't a whole lot. So I don't really eat any oil, so I know it's like the salt that's keeping me I'd notice it like that I just keep water weight on, and when I'm racing and stuff, I know if I didn't have the water weight on, and I would run faster. I just know I would. So I'm gonna try to cut out the salt from. But that's basically the only thing that I would think like that I'm eating that I shouldn't be is the salt. Obviously, I try to eat at least one salad a night. So that's like one head of romaine lettuce with like a higher carb like salad dressing.
No fat dressing or whatever.
No fat dressing, yeah. So that's basically what I do, and it's been working. I mean, I've been running pretty hard and doing pretty good. So
yeah. So in case you guys didn't know what Joseph mentioned a ketogenic diet or like a ketosis diet or paleo diet. Paleo is a little bit different, but basically the gist of like a ketogenic diet is your carb intake is about 200 grams of carbohydrates or less, and usually people like keep it less than 100 grams of carbohydrates. So like realistically that's 25 grams a day, and then basically the rest you eat like fat and protein. So your body, what it does is it turns fat it's through like this process called ketogenesis, I think is what it's called, and it turns like fat into sugar or ketones that your body burns as sugar. So and basically by that, like fat burns longer than carbohydrates burn really quick, so thus you have to eat more, where a fat like that burns really slow. So like ultra athletes would say like, well, you want to eat fat because it burns slower, so then you run in ketosis. But even then, like I don't think like Kenyans and stuff are the fastest in the world, and they still are burning carbohydrates. So I think like there's some proof that backs that up, but I don't think that like they're the fastest. So
right. And
also like even like the guy that like math training or Phil Maffetone, the guy who wrote like math training, says he promotes like a ketogenic diet or like a no carb diet. He says like during race day, if you're bonking, like go to apple juice, go to like grape juice. Like you're not going to go for the coconut oil or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like if why would you go for something like that versus what you've always been training on? I don't know. It just doesn't seem logical to me, but that's just my point of view.
But if you're watching this video and you do like a ketogenic diet's been working for you, comment down below with how it's been working, or send us a message. Maybe we can get you on here to talk about like your successes and failures on the diet, and learn some information from you, because everybody has a story to tell, and everybody has like successes and failures on what they're doing, no matter what diet it is. Everyone has there's always some positive that can come out of most diets. So yeah, definitely, like we'd love to learn. Like it's something that I don't know a whole lot about, and I've never researched, but what I've researched is that our body burns carbohydrates naturally. Whole plant foods are higher in carbohydrates, so like most of what we can get very easily is higher in carbohydrates, so that would just make sense. that we should take in carbs. No, I'm not saying like freaking donuts and stuff like that, or like bread that's got a lot of sodium, but like most whole plant food carbohydrates. So
all right. So I think we both agree the best ideal diet for ultra athletes is a high carb, low fat, low salt diet, preferably high in fruits and veggies.
And I think the more you train, the more carbs you should be taking in.
Yeah.
The less, and salt, sodium as well. If you're going to train, 50 miles a week is not a whole lot of training. If you're training like 100 miles a week, then you're going to probably take in a little more salt. But not as much as people emphasize, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're obviously your calorie intake is going to increase more, and the more you train, the less you train, the less your calorie intake should be. But definitely consistent meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day of the week will help you to perform better. Consistency is like super important. We talked about this in our last video,
we bring it up every time.
Show, but consistency is really important.
Well, it's what we preach, man, I think.
So you can check the link in the description for our last show and watch that video on consistency. So.
All right. Well, let's move on to the Apple Watch, I guess. So if you guys haven't been paying attention to what's going on in the world and you've been living under a box, the iPhone 6 just came out, and I'm still rocking the iPhone 3GS. So I guess I'm a hipster because nobody else has it. I don't know.
That's probably worth a lot of money.
Yeah, this ancient is almost the Atari version. So with the iPhone 6, they also released iOS 8 or iOS 8 or whatever. My phone can't get it because it's that old. It's an antique. And they also came out with the iWatch. Well, Apple Watch or the Apple Watch.
I don't know if it's out yet. We just watched a video
or if it's coming out.
So...
Anyways, my take on it, I think it's kind of, I'm very similar. Now, for Apple lovers, I love Apple, so not hating, but just saying, we've really been letting ourselves down with Apple products lately, so I think we need to revamp Apple stuff. But with that, the Apple Watch looks, and I think it does the same stuff as the Samsung Watch or whatever that thing's called. It looks similar. I don't know. It's just for Apple.
Alright, so that was the Apple iWatch. Our video cut off at 23 minutes, so we talked for another 15 minutes about this inspirational YouTube video and motivational interview and more about the Apple iWatch. But our video cut off, so we don't have that footage anymore.
We lost it!
So instead of going back and recreating that footage and being real lame and being boring to ourselves, we're just going to let you watch the video yourself, in the inspiring interview. You can let us know what you think. If you like it, give this video a thumbs up so we can give more inspirational tips, videos, and whatnot. So, here you go.
Hey Joaquin, I'm out here with Apollos Hester, wide receiver for the Patriots. You guys had one heck of a game tonight. How'd it go? I mean, it was going a little back and forth. You guys knew it was going to be a tough dogfight out there, and it was. So what were you guys able to do to come back and win this thing?
All right, well, at first we started slow. We started real slow. And, you know, that's all right. That's okay, because sometimes in life you're going to start slow. That's okay. We told ourselves, hey, we're going to start slow. We're going to keep going fast. We're going to start slow, but we're always going to finish fast. No matter what the score was, we're going to finish hard. We're going to finish fast. Yeah, they had us the first half. I'm not going to lie. They had us. We weren't defeated, but they had us. But it took guts. It took an attitude. That's all it takes. That's all it takes to be successful is an attitude. And that's what our coach told us. He said, hey, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna go out there, you're gonna battle, you're gonna fight, you're gonna do it for one another. Do it for each other, you're gonna do it for yourself, you're gonna do it for us, and you're gonna go out with this win. And we believe that, we truly did. And it's an awesome feeling. It's an awesome feeling when you truly believe that you're going to be successful. Regardless of the situation, regardless of the scoreboard, you're going to be successful because you put in all the time, all the effort, all the hard work, and you know that it's going to pay off. And if it doesn't pay off, you continue to give God the glory. If you still lose the game, you continue to get each other's back, and that's what we realized. Win or lose, we realized that we were gonna be all right. It was gonna be okay. We're gonna keep smiling. It was awesome. Awesome.
Apollos always got a smile on his face. Talk about attitude. This guy's got attitude, if you guys can't tell. We met earlier this week, and this was the enthusiasm I saw.
It's the mindset. Yes, ma'am. Hey, you can do anything you put your mind to. Never give up on your dreams. Keep smiling no matter what you're going through. If you fall down, just get up. If you can't get up, your friends are there to help you up. Your mama's there. Your daddy's there. God's there. Hey, I'm there to help you up. You're there. It's going to be all right. Just keep smiling, man.
Man, along with all the football highlights you guys have gotten tonight, some motivational speaking courtesy of Apollos Hester, man. Great game tonight, buddy.
Yes,
So
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank
happy
you.
for you guys. This guy with 1 touchdown and a whole lot of sass coming out here for the Eastview Patriots. All right, guys, we'll send it back to you.
Wow. All right, couple of comments that come to mind immediately. Number one is that's in the Interview Hall of Fame.
Can
That
we
was
please
incredible.
have that guy on every
we
single
have him
week?
for every show. The second thing that comes to mind is, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to run through a brick wall.
If he doesn't make it as
I mean,
a football
he pumped me
player,
up.
he should be an inspirational speaker. That is incredible.
All right, so thanks for watching Ultra Bros episode number 12. Make sure you guys smash that like button, and if you guys want to see more of these videos, we come out with the videos every 2 weeks. You guys probably already know that though. So if you want, hit the subscribe button. If not, who cares? Well, we care. And you feel free, any questions, comment down below. If you want to ask us questions regarding ultra running or ultra athletes, go ahead and comment. And if you want to ask us any questions in general, comment down below too. We'd love to answer questions. So if you do, we'll get back to you, and we'll probably talk about you in the show. So it's a good way to get your name mentioned.
Yeah.
So with that, until next time, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Keep it ultra bros.
See you guys later.